Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For anyone who's new, my name is Olivia and today I'm coming to you with a video about squares. This wrap video is really for a specific wrap sister, but I thought I would make a full-length, lots of fun video and share it here so that it would be as helpful as possible for her and for everyone else. The scarf that I'm going to be using is a square scarf, and I think it's called Cream of the Crop. I lost the name of the scarf, but this is the scarf we're going to be focusing on, and it's a bit of a fighter. I won't lie to you there. I've balled mine up and done all kinds of stuff with it to get it a little bit softer. It's pretty stiff when you first get it, so this is what I've been doing with it, and then tossing it in a corner, letting the cat sleep on it. I mean, I've softened mine up a bit by doing that kind of thing. I know some don't have beautiful fur babies to do that to, but so this is really helpful, just kind of squishing it up just like this and just heating. You can toss it in the dryer on very, very low heat. That also is helpful, just balled up. But yep, so I've gotten mine a little bit softer than it came when I originally got it. I'm going to be showing you a few different styles, and sorry this is all over the place. I'm kind of tired today. I worked yesterday and then I came home and worked. So yeah, I'm not fussing around with makeup or anything, so if I look half dead, it's okay. But all right, I have on my neck a headband. This is one that Wrapunzel offered. I did not, my goodness. I did not go on to check and see if this one was available, but it's super cute. Got it around my neck. I'm going to show you one way to utilize this, or any headband to secure your wrap in place. I've got a couple of brooches here, a fancy one and one that's a little bit less fancy. I've got some hijab magnet going on here, just to show you how to use them or utilize them to maybe make this process easier of wrapping with the square. Now I will start off with something super simple, and I'm going to fold over the triangle like so and try to get it as even as possible. It's helpful, like so. Okay, and I'm going to put it on my head. I am wearing a Wendy. It's slightly set back. I typically wouldn't wear a black shaper underneath of a light scarf, but this black shaper it's my original shaper that I purchased years ago. So it's all the dye is washed out that's coming out. But I didn't want to put the white shaper or a light shaper on my dyed hair here and get it green. That would be weird. So I have centered this on my head, and because I did it while I was talking, which is my norm. So I have it centered on my head. I can center it a little bit better. And I'm just bringing that scarf up to the front there of my shaper. I'm grabbing that little bit. Hi, my baby. Micah just came in. He's going to be joining us for today. I'm bringing the tails crisscross applesauce in the back. Okay. I'm going to drop this down. Now for a standard or traditional tie, you would just tie this underneath and you'd be done, like so. But I have these here, they're just crisscrossed in the back. What I'm going to be doing is flipping over, let's scooch back a little bit, flipping over here. Hi, sweetheart. Where's your brother? Luna was in here earlier. Let's see. All right, maybe you want to go this way. But we're just getting them flipped over like so. Okay. Now I'm going to take the headband And I want these underneath of the headband. And I'm lifting the headband up, and I'm going to place it closer to the front, like so. Okay. Then I'm going to take these guys, pull them up, and you could do any type of knot or something up here. I'm not going to. You can see, try to lean in closer. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to bring the back. This is the forward one. Yes, I'm going to bring the forward one back and tuck it into the little panel back here. And the one that's in the back, I'm bringing forward and tucking in right here. That way it's just straight across, it's not so much. And you can cover the elastics if you'd like. Ideally, the elastics would be the same color as your scarf or a complementary color. In this case, the brown would have been better, but I'm gonna make do. Like so. Just hiding them away. And then the back is just a cute little veil. And if you didn't want the veil back there, you can just take, there's the elastic here, and just tuck this guy up underneath. Ideally, you'll be doing this in something that you can see, so it doesn't look a hot mess, but that tucks the veil away, and it's utilizing the elastic to hold it in place so you're not fighting with it and it's not falling out halfway through whatever activity you're doing. But it's still easy enough that when you're wanting a veil again, you can just go on and pull it off, pull it back on out, like so. And you've got that veil style. Okay, so that's the first strap. I'm going to take this off. When you're using these, you have to be very, very careful. Some of these headbands have jewels on them and they catch and snag. So I'm going to be very careful as I take that on off. All right, so I have that one wrap. Now I take this guy again. Mine is slightly softer because I've done beat the heck out of it. But let me scooch back a bit. I can't scoot back too much because Luna's chair is back here. I heard him meowing a second ago, so he might be joining us. All right, I'm going to take this scarf, same fold, and I'm going to place it back here, the folded portion, and I'm putting it on even Steven. Okay, like so. And then I'm going to tie here. Okay. Now, pulling that long tail over. Gently pulling. I'm not being violent with it because I don't want to pull the whole thing off of my head. Okay, so I have all of this up here. Now, when you get it to this point, you can do a bunch of different things, and this looks so attractive. You can do a bunch of different things. Just pull it back. And this is where your manipulation skills come in and just your creativity. So what I've taken this piece, I've opened it up. And this is the front triangle that was just covering our faces. And I've just opened it up. I've swished it to the side and just continued to coax it around gently. And I'm just going to lay it on my head. Like so. It's kind of cool. If your scarf is still stiff, this will work better for you because these pleats and the little piece here will sit a little bit more stiffly, a little bit more nicely, a little nicer than what's going to happen for me because I've done softened mine up. So, and then we're going to bring this piece around to the back, making sure to pull. You can see this front portion wanted to be blousy. Okay, this is where our little magnets will come in handy. If you've got pins, pins will be great at this point. So I'm going to turn around and try to talk to you while I'm doing this. So if the sound goes down, I apologize. But I want to do the same thing on this side that I just did on the other. Kind of just pulling it around. I'm going to get to the back here. I have the magnets clasped together. Okay. And then the piece that's on the top. So, right here. This piece here. Tucking in a little bit. And I dropped it. Of course I did. Okay, try it again. Here on the outside, put a thumb on it, roll it out a little bit, place the other, and you have a nice hold. So this is another wrap style that again will work better if your scarf is stiffer. Mine is kind of limp. If it's stiff, it will hold this really nice almost rosette style a little bit better. Well, a lot better. So I'm just having to fake it to get the extra lift in here. Now, if you're scared that your scarf will fall out, you could put a couple of pins on the side. You could put a brooch. But the magnets are pretty good at holding it. All right, so another simple, we're going to go back to something a little bit simpler than this because I realized that this one might be a little crazy. One of the dangers of wearing my older Wendy is it's kind of doing a slide back here. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, and I have lots of square videos on the channel here. I'll try to see if I can make a playlist. But I'm folding. This is one of my favorite folds for this kind of scarf here. Just grabbing it, we're holding it in a square. Before we were holding it at a triangle and then folding over, but this way we're holding it square by one edge or one corner and folding down just a little bit like so. Okay, there's a name for that kind of triangle and I do not remember it from geometry. Okay, so I get this. I'm going to bring it onto the top of my head like so. Okay, bring it down. This is that short little piece. Okay, and we're tucking under the shaper just that little tiny piece. I'm going to bring this creased edge across the front of our shaper. I'm swinging it around. Okay. Now, when I get it to this point, I'm going to fold in this front, and I'm going to fold in this back, just like so. Maybe this will be nice and neat for me. I'm going to bring it up and over, and this is where the variety can begin. You can do like twisting here, making sure to keep all your small edges. You can see them, these small edges on the inside as you're twisting. So we'll do this. And bring it around. And you could use a magnet, you could use a pin, you could tuck it underneath, because there's a pocket back here. You can just kind of tuck it up underneath. And you will definitely want to check in the mirror the back of your scarf to make sure it's nice and neat. I'm not going to, but I will show you the back anyway, because this is the side detail right here. And then here's the back. You could keep it flat. You just bring it down. And around, and then bring it into, let's see if we can find that pocket back here. There it is. It wants to hide, but just tuck it into the pocket, more like a Regal style wrap, like this. Okay, and then of course with this style you can jazz it up like with the brooches, like this one. This one's epic, or something more toned down. Or you could even put your headband on in, you know, at any point in here. So it's a lot of different options you can go with this particular way. I think it'd be even possible to do a veil of sorts. So we're going to roll this side in. You have all of this, and then this front piece, I'm going to say down here, and you'll need to maneuver it and get it to be nice and flat on this front edge. When you get it to here, you can do that pleat forward if you'd like. You have right to here. And then this is where the magnets come in handy, or oopsie doodles. I'm gonna need a cat. Okay, I'm gonna need the cat to find that, but this is where you would put in a magnet that I just shot across the floor. Yeah, that's good. Oh, goodness. Yep, so I have them on this tin. It's a tea tin that I purchased tea bags in, and the tin is cool, so I kept it for makeup brushes. But I also use it to hold my magnets. Let's see if I can grab another set. Oh my goodness. I'll find the other one after I get finished filming. All right, so we had all of these three here. Not underneath of the shaper, but underneath of the scarf, and that should give you a nice hold. And then you've got this nice veil, back here. Fold that in a little bit, make it lay nice and neat. Okay, now keeping with this style, I'm going to leave this on, take off the magnets and put them immediately on the tin. Keeping with this, we can have these guys, I'll toss that behind the head, and then grab another scarf. So if you want to secure that with a pin, totally do that, or the magnets again. But I really love this color. It's like a milk chocolate color. It is a golden Israeli Tichel and brown. There is a dark brown on the list, and I do have that one in the back here. And this one is more milk chocolate. That one is more dark chocolate. So I've got it folded. Now I'm going to turn it toward you. I'm so used to doing this just for me, but I'm holding it up by the corner in the diamond pattern. I'm flipping in, and I'm flipping in. So we have this really interesting shape. It's like so. Okay. And then I'm going to fold that in half to create a longer version of that sort of shape. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to take that, and I think what will work better is if I lay this about halfway-ish on my head for a headband. I want to make sure when I'm bringing this underneath that I'm catching that front of the scarves here. Okay, then I'm going to just leave this here for a second, and I'm going to tie a knot. It's going to be a little difficult because there's lots of layers. There's my fingers. Just a beginner's luck knot, like so. And you could totally do a second one. I'm being lazy, and I'm just going to stuff it. And so we have this nice big piece here. Like so. Or what I can do is lengthen a little bit. In my head it worked out. I'm not thinking I like it. Yeah, and I'm going to leave this in to show you that sometimes things in our heads don't always turn out. And I thought this would be really cool to have this layer coming out the bottom. It's not working the way that's in my brain, and I'm going to have to work on this to get that vision out. So even I struggle sometimes with these. Well, I struggle a lot with scarves. So, and I'm going to leave this one in there. It's a fail, but it's a nice lesson. But I still like the concept of having this veil, like so. And even like this, I totally digging this. And again, if your if your scarf is super crazy stiff, epic to the side detailing here. Now I will say, with this particular styling, I would not, unless you don't mind your hair showing at some point, I wouldn't wear this one with like an open back shaper like the Bobo or the mini Bobo. The Bobo number one is just too big and would take up too much scarf. Just same with the Uber Poof. It would take up too much scarf and it wouldn't look the same. The open back, the different shape might not give you the look you're going for. The small Bobo, the mini Bobo, might give a nicer shape to it. It'd be kind of cool to try it out. But bear in mind that you'd have to pin your hair up or be okay with your hair showing at some point. I wore a veil style to work the other day with my mini Bobo and I didn't have enough pins in it and it started to fall out a little bit. But yeah, I had to take a break. Thankfully, one of my fellow partners said, hey, I don't know if you know this, but, and I was like, oh no, and I had to go fix it, but yeah. But I'm digging the way this looks. I'm thinking I'm gonna run in a pin behind it. I really like this. I might edit this video for TikTok just to put it on there. Not that pin. I think 2 pins here would be great, just behind the frill. Just one right up here and one right here to keep it closed. This would be cute. And again, it's over my shoulder, but also you could flip it to the back, and I think I'll show it after I get the pin in it. Remember not to stab yourself in the head. And just catch your shaper. And also, if you've got wee ones and there's a chance that they might be grabbing your head, pins might not be the best option for you. You don't want anybody getting little fingers stabbed. But I'm totally loving this. All right, and then you can flip it towards the back and just have this one little piece over the shoulder. It's just very cute. From the back, again, lots of options. It's just all about playing and figuring out what works. Now I'm just having too much fun with this. And that was just the tail that was in the back. And let's just no, I'm leaving that one down. So this just gives a little side ruffle detail, and it tucks that veil up out of your way. It looks like so in the back. Hopefully it's pretty. This was one of those random, I wonder what would happen if I do this looks. So I highly encourage you to do that. Be playful with it. So yeah, I'm liking that. Now this is, we're almost at the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to stop this video and then I'm going to go over to the TikTok and talk about some stuff about this particular scarves. So hopefully you'll join me over there. I am Tichel Darling on TikTok as well. So have a wonderful day and I will see you soon.